This is the house we built in Roseville, California at 501 Leafa Street. This is Bill, and then Mary Lou. Mary Lou's waving to us. She used to like to kiss her big brother. There's Bill coming out of the driveway in the back of the house on Las Vegas Street. And here comes Mary Lou on her bicycle. I don't know whose car that is. It certainly wasn't ours. Now the old house where we live is just a block from this one. And Bill's going to do a few little gymnastics. Pardon me?
Those still the rings you had?
I'm not sure. This is the eucalyptus tree in the back of our house, and we had a pool there. It's supposed to be a pool for fish, but we used to put water in it, and the children used to play in it. It was a little bit higher, a little bit deeper than wading. Mary Lou is generally, there she is, waiting her turn. This is still in the eucalyptus tree. And here's Kenneth and Bill and Mary Lou. And Mary Lou was little sister to both of Kenneth and Bill. So there was always a great rivalry between them. And so Mary Lou she could have been very spoiled, but she wasn't. She just lapped it up. That's Kenneth. That's in the Hart's backyard.
Is that Bill in the middle?
Yes, that's Bill in the middle.
Bill gets his foot caught.
Now, I don't know what Mary Lou's got in her mind.
Bill's got his foot
Oh,
caught.
Bill has his foot caught. I just remembered that Bill had his foot caught someplace. There, we're doing the somersaults. This is still over at Hart's in their backyard. Quite an acrobatic circus. Kenneth was supposed to have had a little baby sister, but he never got his, so Bill had to share his baby sister with Kenneth. I'm going to do more somersaults. Well, I think here we are back at 501 Leaf, and this is Bill did his tap dance. I don't remember what the tune was to his tap dance. He took some dancing lessons, but it was just tap dancing. Had a little blue and white coat and white pants. I should remember what tune he danced it to, but I'm afraid I don't. I guess we're going to the bitter end. There we go. Now here's Mary Lou. He's going to take a... And here's Mary Lou. Now I part my toe. I turn around so nicely. I'm a little ahead. If you and me will dance, oh please do. I give my heart all to you. Well, she's doing another little dance. Maybe this is it. I turn around so nicely. If you, no, she's going to do more of a little dance. This probably was her dance. This is a little pink outfit, pink tutu. Mary, she was 3 years old here. We ran out of money, and we thought we couldn't give her any more dance lessons, but the dance teacher said, well, I won't charge anything for them. She also performed at the big Memorial Auditorium in Sacramento. And
who was that?
now this is Helen Woods and Claire Woods, and this was the summer that Audrey came to visit. This is Audrey Claxton Alexander, and she came out and spent the summer. And supposedly, Aunt Ethel wanted her to be away from Bob Alexander for a little while, but it didn't work. But they were very good friends, and that was Ruth Hart. And here I am. I don't know where I'm going. This is Bill and Mary Lou again. And that's Audrey, and as you notice Claire ducking in. Helen Woods was in Audrey's wedding, and this is Frisky. Frisky was our pet little dog, and Bill just loved Frisky. We had Frisky's mother. This is up at the mine, and I don't know, I'm not for sure who that is. And Guy would go up there in the wintertime on the train, and in the summertime he would drive up. Dad and Rose were up there. Dad did all of the mechanical things, and Grandma Rose did the cooking. This is Guy, I believe, or it's either Guy or Irving. Irving Wardman was up there working. This is Guy, you might know. No one else would do that. Lots of snow. I think there's going to be a picture of Grandma Rose pretty soon. Come out and ring the dinner bell. Dad did all the butchering, and that is cutting up the meat and all that sort of thing. This is one of the miners. I think it's probably Lucy Tussinger's brother. I'm not sure. There he's going into the mine. And this, I believe, is Guy again. There's Grandma Rose ringing the dinner bell. And I always was sorry we didn't salvage that triangle that she used to. It was probably just left up there and someone just went off with it. These are the miners. Now they're waiting to come to dinner. And the head miner there, he was always first, and you can notice how big and fat he was. And he could eat more than anyone I ever saw. He had his plate full, and then he'd have his plate full again, and there he is. I forget his name. Oh, now we're down at the Long Beach. This is the end of Cherry. And that was Bill you just saw, and there goes Mary Lou. That's where the children used to go. It was easy to get to and very close to. This was the summer that we spent the summer, I think the summer that Guy had his sprained, well, it wasn't a sprained ankle, it was a dislocated ankle. That's Mary Lou showing off. And here's Bill. Bill wasn't so much for showing off as Mary Lou was. This is Audrey. And this is Myron, I believe. That's Myron and Howard, I believe. There's Bill. And Mary Lou. Monkey see, monkey do. I don't think they spent very much time swimming. I don't think either one of them could swim at that age. They took lessons up at, when we lived at Etowanda the next summer. I think that was me, I'm not sure. This is still at Long Beach, the end of Cherry. I'm not sure who all they are, all of them. There's Audrey. I cover Mary Lou up. There's Aunt Ethel and Audrey and Bill, Mary Lou. That's Audrey that's next to Mary Lou now, and Bill. I guess one of those is me, but I never recognized myself.
That was Dad, I think.
Oh. He was probably taking the picture, so he probably isn't in much of it.
Is that you?
That's me, taking a picture of Bill and Mary Lou, I guess, and there's Audrey in the background. And that's Howard and Myron.
There seems to be another girl there.
Yes, and I don't know who it is.
I'm not sure it's Audrey.
That's Audrey. You can tell Audrey. That may be Guy.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yes, that's Guy. And here we're up at Aunt Bonnie's, Christmas time. And this is that little place to roll down out to the croquet yard. The croquet yard is on the upper level there. And they used to have a great time. That little dress is one that Lois made for Betty. And Mary Lou fell heir to it. I think those legs that you saw up there a little while ago were Aunt Alice's and Grandma Bell's. I'm not sure. All right, kiss Bo.
Oh,
There's Guy and me. Ring around the rosy. And this is Guy's Guy was always doing this. Nobody else could do this. He generally didn't. You see Mary Lou is trying to do the same thing. And that's Grandma Bell.
Yeah.
Trying to catch. There's Bill. And this is Lester and the parrot. And that's Aunt Alice.
Whose parent?
I believe that was Bonnie's. Now this is Aunt Mabel. Well, first me and then Aunt Mabel and then Grandma Bell waving. And that's Ethel down by the parrot.
Is that Bonnie?
And there's Aunt Bonnie. No, that's,
Yeah, and Bonnie's down kneeling.
yes, Aunt Bonnie's kneeling and Aunt Alice was standing. There's Bill.
And who's this boy chair on the left? Lester?
That's Lester and Bonnie. And then here we're out in the patio. There's Brownie. Brownie was Aunt Bonnie's very special dog. And I think that was Lester, I believe, is acting silly there. Lester and me. And Guy, my sweetie, giving me a kiss.
Kiss your mother.
Look at I think that was the old Packard. That was the brown Packard, and Bonnie never liked it. But Aubrey got a real good bargain. Someone bought it for his wife, and his wife didn't like it. And they drove it around the block, and he got it about half price. This is out of Grandma Bell's.
It's you.
Yeah. That wasn't our car. Oh, that is Packard. That is Packard. Grandma Bell and Mary Lou and Mrs. Lipking and me and Bill. Bill got all of that cowboy thing for Christmas, I think. That was right. That house is right next to Grandma Bell's. This is back up the mine again. This is the miners just going in for the shift. You notice they have their lights. Or do they have their lights on their head? One of them does. I don't know whether that was Guy or this was the fellow that ate so much. The third one was Lucy Tussinger's brother. This was the old man. That fella always carried a tobacco full of baking soda in his pocket because he had indigestion. There's Grandma Rose and Granddad. And I'm sure that the guy had to coax Grandma Rose to come out. She's going to leave.
Figure she stayed long enough.
Well, I don't know. I guess that shows the bunkhouse.
The dumping mechanism.
Oh, yes, that's the, what do you call it, trailings or what?
Tailings.
Tailings instead of trailings. Tailings, yes,
Yeah.
uh-huh. And there's the mule. No one would shoe the mule except Guy, and the mule always won. Dislocated Guy's back several times. They were good old mules otherwise. That's Bill, little fellow that just ducked behind the thing there. I think that's still a Tussinger boy. Dad had charge of all these buildings and planning and everything. Now that must be at Forbay. That's where, now here's the train. In the wintertime, Guy would go back and forth on the train, and they would stop and pick him up. And then I would meet the train down at Roseville. In the summertime, he would, here's Mary Lou reading her daddy, and you see she doesn't know what in the world he's got in front of his face.
This is Whittier.
Yeah, this is Whittier.
The rotary photo.
Oh, no, this is Roseville, and this is the American Legion. And they had some stunt that they pulled about putting someone in jail. And I think that was Ray. No, I don't know whether that was Ray or not. That's me, the first one. And, well, I didn't recognize the rest of them. There's Tony Mialia is the first one. The one in, I've forgotten their names. That's the, now we're back at the mine, and that's Irving to the left. He was up there and worked in the mine for quite a little while, one winter. While he was up there, he became a mason. Here's Dad. And I think that's Irving coming along in the back there. That's Irving Wardman, if I haven't explained who Irving is, Aubrey's only son. Irving owned a beautiful little yellow roadster. coupe, and he used to leave it down there while he went to mine, and I got to drive it. Oh, it was wonderful. We were back at the mine, still at the mine, I guess. Now that mule was the one that caused Guy to have his dislocated ankle. He just started that sticking his tongue out that day. He was a smiley-less baby, and there's his little duck. As Claude would say, there's one of those round steel heads. Doesn't know just quite what's going on. There, he's going to do a little splashing. And here, Bob didn't walk until he, oh, there's the duck pond and all the mallard ducks. It started out, we had fish in the fish pond, and then we had the mallard ducks, and needless to say, the fish left.
Here at the house?
Yes. It was right on the north side of the house. It was a pretty nice pool. It wasn't a swimming pool. It was deep on one end and shallow on the other. That was Jumbo. And here's Bob. He's going to now, if he crawls, he used to pull himself by his arms, his forearms. He was pretty heavy, so I guess that was the easiest way for him to manage. Oh, he doesn't understand about the lawn, I guess. Well, that's a little, there's Mary Lou in the background and Bob. I guess he's in his high chair. There's Bill. Bill used to take such good care of Bob. He loved Bob. He used to give him his sun baths. There's the old high chair out by the chimney. Patty Cake. Patty Cake.
Was there no roof there then?
Now, I think he's going to crawl. Now, see how he'd pull himself by his arms? Bob was really quite a satisfaction to me because he's the only baby I had that stayed put. All the rest of them were up on top of everything and running away. But Bob, there's Bill and Bob. Bill used to dress Bob up in all sorts of pirate costumes. There's Mary Lou. Mary Lou and Bob. Mary Lou and Bob and Bill. Kind of hard for these amateur actors to know just what. Here he is. He's finally walking. He's 16 months old, I believe. But he finally made it. And there is Ginger. Ginger was the cutest little dog. There's Ginger and Bob. Here he comes. Come on, sweetie. Come on, sweetie. No, he's going to get up. He can go faster that way. And here's the horseback riders, Mary Lou and Bill and Bob. And I think Bill is on Beauty, the first Beauty. And Mary Lou, I don't know what horse that was. In the background is Frisky and Jumbo. We used to have this hedge in front of the house, and lots of people didn't even know the house was there because the hedge was so tall. And when we cut the hedge down, Adele Dowd said, "Oh, why did you cut that hedge down? That was a landmark."
Oh, really?
Now that's where see the A. Wardman sign? And that's where Dorothy used to climb up on that sign and sit. Oh, Mary Lou is doing a little acrobatics here. Now Bill is really going to show you something here. He's going to ride bareback. That was Frisky and the Flippy. And there's Bob. And that's Beauty. Beauty's a... No, that isn't Beauty. That must be a horse from the Murphy Ranch, but it isn't King. This was a bay. Oh, this is down at the Anaheim Park, and we used to go down there, and this is the swimming pool, the wading pool. And they used to have so much fun down at the wading pool. It was just, this is the one that Dorothy was sitting in the middle of it one time, and I tried to get her out, and she wouldn't come. She liked it. The leaves would fall down in the water. There don't seem to be any leaves there now, but there'd be leaves falling down. I think Bob's on his knees. Yeah, he's on his knees. See, it wasn't very deep. There he's swimming. Now, this is Mary Lou, and I think Dorothy must be in there. That's our baby buggy. I think that must be Bill climbing up to dive off. Here we go. Oh, he dove off. Jumped off. I guess this was pre-dive days. But he could swim, whether he could dive or not. That's the lifeguard, excuse me. Mary Lou. Now that can't be Mary Lou, that must be you, no?
Yeah, Mary Lou's pushing.
Mary Lou's pushing, so that's Bob in the swing. This must be before you were, well, you must have been in the baby buggy, so you must have been a baby here. That was a great place to go. We used to meet the Lawrences. Oh, here's Dorothy. Bless her little heart. And those are the Goodell boys, and Mary Lou and Margaret Hodson. And that, someone chucked Mary Lou under the chin, that was Bob Goodell. He used to call her his little sweetheart. This is a 50-yard dash, and I'm sure Bill won it. He used to win all the 50-yard dashes. Guy got there late one time, and he asked Bill who won the race, and Bill said, I did. And the guy was so surprised, he thought he'd be jumping around and bragging about it, but that wasn't Bill's style. Oh, there's Mr. Barry, Mr. Emmett Barry. He was the superintendent. I guess they're doing the relay now. Bill was always in the relay. Oh, now the middle one is the Coons boy, the one up to second from the left, and they were the rivals when it came to racing. And he was killed during World War II. Here's the cowboy now, and that's still Beauty.
Spurs.